Hello and welcome to this episode of The Essential. Today we're going to be talking about the death of third-party cookies. Why has that come around? Well, it's a trend in advertising that you're probably well aware of towards privacy. Starting with things like GDPR, and now we've seen Apple give you full control about which apps can track you across the internet. The death of third-party cookies is going to mean those ads that follow you around the web and can be quite annoying, especially around Christmas time, are going to disappear because it's going to be impossible to do that with third-party cookies going away. What does this mean? Well, it means we're going to have to rewire advertising's relationship with the internet. All the content on the internet that comes for free is funded by advertising, so it's essential that we find another way to fund that without being something that impinges upon people's privacy. There are a number of different proposals out in the market at the moment and in the sector. Probably the most famous one, the leading one, comes from Google and is called FLoC. FLoC is the federated learning of cohorts, which doesn't exactly tell you what it does at all. What this actually means is the data about you as a user will be kept on your browser, and your browser will exchange that anonymously with Google's service, for example, to understand which cohort you should be in from an advertising perspective and what kind of contextual advertising you should see. So for instance, if you're interested in football and cycling and holidays in the south of France, then you'll be put into a cohort and shown ads that should appeal to that kind of person, rather than this one-to-one type ad targeting that we get at the moment. Obviously, it's a massive change. It's the biggest single change in digital advertising, certainly in my lifetime. But there's no need to be scared. There's no need to be intimidated. There are some very simple steps we can take today to start to address this. So firstly, the first thing to do is to start collecting more first-party data. Your first-party data is going to be essential when it comes to this move away from third-party cookies, the data that you own and you control. So start to authenticate more users right now, give them a reason to sign in with you and to create an account, because that data and those email addresses and the segment data you can build about these people is going to be critical in the future. Also start testing things like Google's in-market targeting for advertising. It's affinity targeting, because it's all going to be coming down to this targeting by segmentation rather than one-to-one. So it's key to do that now. It's also an ideal time and a critical time to address your tech stack. So thinking about what you have at the moment, do you use DMPs? Should you be moving to a CDP? How does your analytics setup look for a post third-party cookie world? Do you need to go server-side with your analytics tags? That might be a critical thing to consider. So that's another important thing to be thinking about. But I think the most important of those is your own data, so your first-party data. If I had to focus on one thing right now, it would be getting that first-party data in order. Auditing what you have, enriching it, growing it will be critical to set you up for next year's programs. I hope you enjoyed the episode, and we'll see you on the next one. Thank you. Bye-bye.